Some tell you, I mean, many people, spiritual people say that you're here to remember. Well, that is not true. You're not here to remember anything because you haven't forgotten anything.
I just keep it slow, keep it in the center. Yeah, there's a lot of backseat driving going. Ah! We're good. Everything's good. Jesus Christ.
Were you aware of the dangers involved in taking Road B? You would probably not want to take Road B. However, in consciousness, you are choosing to take that road, because there is something about that road that you are in your essence wanting to explore. Were you aware of everything that you already know and have experienced? Were you aware of your other life focuses and the different roles you play in those lives? Were you fully aware of your godlike nature and your unlimited potentials and capabilities? Were you aware of the different relationships that you have in those other focuses with the same people you presently know and experience with? And were you fully aware of your choice to be here and have the experience that you are presently having, along with the challenges that you generate for yourself? This experience would never be the same as you intend it to be. In your choice to have this human experience, you've chosen to temporarily create a veil and limit your awareness for the purity of the experience. This is purposeful. And the truth is that you may, if so choosing, allow yourself to remove the veil and regain awareness. For this is the point with the present shift in our human consciousness, to remove the veil and awaken to our true natural selves. But it's not that we forgot. And it's not that we are here to remember. We haven't forgotten anything. You're here because this is the experience that you want to have. With all its challenges and its seeming limitations.
They want humanity to not understand that they're divine. Place themselves as the original beings on the planet or as gods that seeded the planet or something like that. This doesn't have an ounce of truth in it.
One of the truths already mentioned is that you have always existed and will continue to exist in eternity. If this is correct, then it cannot be that anyone seeded you or created you. The better question is, who designed the physical body that you experience with? The answer is, a group of non-physical essences designed your physical body. This same group of essences are the ones who designed this physical dimension and reality. They are known by some as the Dreamwalkers, and presently by others as the Nine, or the Council of Nine. While they are the ones who designed this reality, you, on the other hand, chose to participate in this creation by experiencing it with a physical body, as a human being. It's worth noting that throughout your existence you have continuously experienced with different types of bodies. At times with a physical body, at times with a non-physical body, at other times with a translucent body, and at other times, without a body. Karma. Karma arises from our beliefs about right and wrong, good and bad. Hence, we believe that we must learn from our actions, from our mistakes. We believe that all wrong actions must be corrected, whether it's through payback or retribution. Thus, if you do wrong, you must pay for it. That is justice, so we believe. Karma, in the sense that what you do now can affect what you will experience later on. That is a reality. This, because it is your beliefs dictating what you experience and create as your reality. If, for example, you believe that because you are not doing enough to help others, bad things can happen to you, it is then most likely what you will generate as your reality. Not because that is how it is, but because that is what you believe. But, karma in the sense that what you did in your past lives affect what you are presently experiencing is nothing more than belief. One of the reasons being is that your other lives are occurring simultaneously to each other, not linearly. But also because your present life needs not have anything to do with those other lives, past or future. There is no reincarnation, there is no karma. Therefore, there is no cycle of learning and movement to a higher plane, and there is no cycle of debt that needs be worked through. You hold complete freedom within your focus. The only limitations that you hold within any focus are those that you place before yourself in conjunction with your individual beliefs. Responsibility comes as a sense of duty or as a sense of obligation towards another, whether it's towards an individual, a society, an establishment, or even a god. If we look closely, we will see that when we project responsibility, we are automatically projecting dependency. Thus, the idea behind responsibility is that we depend upon another, on what we believe is expected or required from us, which automatically implies that our choices are limited. When we're acting out of duty because we feel obligated or responsible, we aren't being authentic with ourselves. Our actions are solely based on what we believe is expected or required from us. If we don't, we will be judged, we will not be accepted, and our freedom may be taken away, we believe. When you are being authentic and true to yourself, there is never a need to act out of duty or feel responsible. If, for example, you want to help, you may help. Not because you feel obligated or responsible, but because it's something you genuinely feel you want to do, and you enjoy doing. Responsibility is also based on the idea that others are not capable, or that they're not creating their reality efficiently. This would be a belief. We're all creating our individual reality in the most efficient ways. This, even when it doesn't look so. Even a child is creating its own reality. The parents may genuinely enjoy playing the role of the caregivers, while the child can enjoy the role of the one being taken care of. There need not be a sense of duty or obligation here, however. It can be simply a choice to experience together while playing these different roles. Does this mean that we don't have to bear responsibility for our actions? Again, if you are being authentic with yourself, it is never a question of being responsible, but rather a question of what you feel or believe is the right thing for you to do. If, for example, your child causes damage to your neighbor's property, the question is not whether you should bear responsibility, but more of what you feel or believe is the right thing for you to do. Do we choose to suffer? There are many reasons we experience the things that we experience. And it's not always obvious why we experience some of these things. No one chooses to suffer, however. But we do choose to experience from challenges that we create our own selves, whether these challenges involve any pain or suffering. Ask yourself why some people choose to go on risky adventures that could cost their lives. Ask yourself why some of us choose to do dangerous things that can kill us or physically impair us for the rest of our lives. Why would anyone volunteer to go to war knowing that there could be painful consequences? Why did the early explorers choose to go on dangerous expeditions knowing that they could probably never make it back alive? Why do people like to challenge themselves, whether it is to climb a treacherous mountain or write something that could wreck their life and reputation? As essence, we are curious by nature. We always want to discover more, and always more. We are exploring consciousness, which we are one with. In doing so, we do not limit ourselves on how we may go about our explorations, however. Walk-in. What people refer to as a walk-in is actually an exchange of position between an individual and one of its alternate selves. The focused individual is comprised of countless aspects of itself. These aspects may be referred to as your alternate selves. Because they do alternate position with you, the primary self, continuously throughout your life. Most of these exchanges are not noticed by the individual. However, there are times that we will notice something different about ourselves, such as when we feel inspired with new ideas, new qualities, or abilities that we don't usually experience or express in our day-to-day lives. Other times, the exchange is quite obvious. Dramatic changes will be experienced, including a possible loss of memory. This would be the case when the primary self has fulfilled its value fulfillment in this focus. It concedes its position to an alternate self who may express different qualities from the primary self. There are certain situations that can trigger an exchange between alternates, such as traumatic experiences. A debilitating car accident, for example, can trigger an exchange. In moments of danger, or when feeling threatened, a person may experience superhuman abilities. This would be a momentary exchange between the primary self and an alternate self that is able to express such abilities. When you are dreaming or find yourself in a deep state of meditation, one of your alternate selves occupies your position. This alternate self is able to access your other focuses and their experiences. It can communicate with your essence, access different types of information stored in consciousness, access future probabilities, and it can also access the creative area of your consciousness. Contrary to popular belief, no one soul or entity or spirit can occupy someone else's physical body, regardless of whether there is an agreement for doing so. Your body has its own vibration qualities that are unique to you. It is your energy signature. It can only vibrate to your energy. Other than that, with the exception of your alternate selves and your other focuses, it will reject another individual or focus who tries to occupy it. It just won't work. Many wonder whether a clone has a soul. If it originated from a human cell or tissue, then it bears the same consciousness, the same essence as the person it's been cloned from. The clone becomes an alternate aspect of the person it's been cloned from. Although it has its own individuality, it holds the same memories, similar traits and qualities as its original. Unless alterations were made to the clone or to its original molecular structure, major differences could be shown. Life Review. You are interconnected with all your other yous, your other selves or focuses, who are simultaneously experiencing what is believed to be your past lives. What they experience become also your experiences. You can use those experiences to help you deal with whatever issues that you may be experiencing or dealing with in this life. And this is exactly what occurs when the individual experiences what is called a life review. Before moving into transition, the individual will want to address to those issues that were experienced or are still being experienced, but have not yet been dealt with. The individual will draw from its other focuses, experiences which can help resolve whatever issues that one is attempting to resolve. This is to help ease the transition once moving into the transition process. The individual's belief systems dictate this. That you must be approached with a life review and experience what others have experienced that you have inflicted unto them. This is a belief system connected with karma. Let me express to you, this is not a reviewing of your lifetime. It is not karma, it is not punishment. It is not an automatic action that is created by some outside force that moves you into the area of accountability. It is a choice that is automatically generated after disengagement. It is to help release objectively held energy in the area which has been held in shrines, and to help with issues which were not chosen to be engaged or moved through within physical focus. It is an action of shedding belief systems and objective awareness, enabling the individual to move into non-physical areas of consciousness, which do not hold belief systems or objective awareness.